on the banks of the Owen Tangent. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Kent State Golden Flashes, taking on last year's national champion, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Buckeyes will put total leather to crank us up. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. So the Kent State Golden Flashes offense will have the football first. And they're going to be met by one of the best defenses in the nation, David. And I know seeing a defense doing what they want, when they want to do it, makes you a happy man.
Well, the defense is starting to make a comeback. I'm excited about this new era of football. We're seeing better tackling, and we're seeing better coverage than we were a couple years ago. And this defense is fun to watch them on tape, fun to talk to their coaches. Jesse, this defense has been consistent all year long.
And they're dialed in, and they're so talented. They've got multiple NFL draft picks on that side of the football, and they don't have to change a lot week to week. This defense dominates. They do what they do, and they don't care if you know it. You can't do anything against them.
The play-action fake. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On the run, it's Hicks. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Golden Flashes will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense will get the ball for the first time. Play fake on first down to throw. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
Now the play fake. Buys a little time with his feet. Throwing on the run. He's got it inside the 15. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big.
Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. 90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
And they will score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll bring it out. It's Hunter. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Off play action on first down. That's caught. It's Etheridge. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The golden flashes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. The give on the option. Breaks into the open. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking downfield, it's Lambert. And here's a fumble way behind the line. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
It's so hard to force fumbles. And when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling. You're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Looking to fire. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Golden Flashes will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. Steps away to find some room. On the move, he fires. It's caught. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Bringing the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Trying play action. He lost one down the sideline. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. They'll run this play from the pistol. He wants to throw it again. Snagged in the middle. It's Porter. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And they're not on the same page there. So the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes, and well, it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
That's a great job getting the 1st down by that guy. He's a big-time weapon. He's got the speed. He's got everything you look for in a wide receiver. And it's funny, you think about Ohio State football. Back in the day, Woody Hayes running the ball 3 yards in a cloud of dust. But recently, they've been recruiting playmakers at the receiving position because this offense has changed. It's now up-tempo. They're now throwing the ball vertically down the field. And they've had so many guys go in the 1st round in recent years. This dude right here fits that mold to a T. Love watching this guy play.
Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Pocket breaking down. Touchdown Buckeyes! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
They are absolutely boat racing this team right now. We're not even at the 2nd quarter yet, and this offense has been up and down the field. They've taken a huge lead early. Everything they're dialing up, David, is working.
Yeah, so I'm going to flip this to the other side. I'm going to need my offense to score some points, and in a hurry. Like, they got to figure it out, but they got to put a drive together, keep us off the field, score some points, and let us find some answers, because right now, defensively, we have none.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Caught behind the line. It's Beebe. Across the 25, he's got room. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. The Golden Flashes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. Now on second down. Wants to go up top. Unleashes one. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. And the Golden Flashes with the 1st and 10. From the gun. Give on the inside. Oh, the Houdini-like moves get it to the 22.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
The Golden Flashes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force him to settle for a field goal? A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Flashes! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
You don't oftentimes say you need to score a touchdown in the first quarter, but when you're losing 21-0 in the first, they had to score right there, and they did. Nice job by the offense, executing on the drive, punctuating it with a touchdown. Now their defense has got to finally wake up and get a stop.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Almost everything has gone their way so far. Up 21-7, and they have it back. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the tailback. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Right back to the well. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards. Turning it on! They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
To the air, it's St. Clair. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
On third down, he drops to throw. It's complete on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the first quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. First play of the period, first down here. Wants to throw it. Under fire. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
Cricket.
They'll run play action. He makes a catch. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
All right, defense. It ain't working. Right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
The defense did a really nice job on that play, closing in on the intended target. They had two guys near that ball.
Looking to throw, it's St. Clair. Under fire. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Wideout trying to get it in. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. They'll run the option. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. Trying to punch it in. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. No running room on the last two plays. Can they find a crack on third? Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's third and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
They'll go right back to the run. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Looking to throw, it's Lambert. Makes the catch. Oh, he's got some space. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first down.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Well, I think you're seeing a lot of resiliency from this quarterback these last couple of plays. Got sacked on first down and second in California, and that last scramble, I know it didn't get the first, but it at least makes this third down a whole lot.
Looking deep down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. And the Golden Flashes will punt this one away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really... the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
It's complete.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Wants to throw. It's St. Clair. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down. Doesn't convert this time.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run.
Makes the grab past the marker. At the 45 on his way. There he goes. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. The Buckeyes will snap it on first and 10. On the option. The pitch. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
How do you not love to see that when your cornerback gets in the run fit, when he's not scared to come up and tackle? A lot of those guys, they can be prima donnas. They don't want to tackle. Nice job seeing it. And as soon as that thing's pitched, you could tell, man, he pulls the trigger and makes the tackle for the loss.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants it all. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. Oh, and he missed it. No good. After the missed field goal, hey, could be worse. They're still up by 21. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Takes the handoff. It's Beebe. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. The Golden Flashes need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Lambert. He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there. Now it's 4th down. And the Golden Flashes will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Rushes on him. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The Golden Flashes headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Golden Flashes line up to punt it away. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. He's looking deep. What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down in a strong throw. Put it right on the money.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like,
intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Kent State. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part. He takes it back to the house for 6.
And he makes the extra point.
Ohio State 35, Kent State 14.
You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to pass, it's St. Clair. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Got it in stride inside the 20. They finally get him stopped. Man, oh man, did he almost make a play to end this half, but stopped on a touchdown-saving tackle. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Columbus for an entertaining first half than you? And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? Time to put an end to the speculation and find out. They're inside the horseshoe.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. The offense changing the play. To the air on first down. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Caught at the 25. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going, and I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside.
He's got it on the outside. Hits the accelerator to the right. He's at the 10, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Golden Flashes.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back.
It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guy. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
Now the toss. Still running at the 35. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this all...
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And this crowd loves a good pass rusher in the line of Chase Young, the Bosa's, Jim still wagging. The Buckeyes can get after the quarterback.
Yeah, and when the crowd's going nuts like it does in the shoe, it just makes it easier to rush the pass.
Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Golden Flashes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? This offense simply has to pay this off on 3rd and goal. They desperately need a touchdown. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Splits the uprights. Good.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
This one away.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Wants to adjust the pattern. Takes the handoff. It's Peoples. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. Here on 3rd down. To the air. It's St. Clair. Going deep. He's got it down the left side. Turning it on. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And the beatdown has ensued.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Here's the pressure. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in.
He's going to get stopped, trapped, and it'll be a safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. He lets one fly deep. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Zings it complete to the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. Just keep slinging it. Snagged out of the air. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Going to sling it on second down. Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football to the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right?
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the third quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that if this guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
And it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smart.
Well, this defense was ready for go-balls. It's against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. New set of downs after the completion.
First down for the offense.
On the ground, it's Beatty. Oh, he's got some space. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Here's the handoff. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Golden Flashes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Off the play fake. Pressure coming. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the third quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
They'll move the wide receiver. Here's a heat. Makes the grab. It's Lacy. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To throw, it's St. Clair. Grabbed over the middle, it's Smith. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. Running back searching for a hole. There he goes. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Ohio State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Oh, they're after him! And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, the sack of this offense has just struggled. They haven't done anything right, and they got a full quarter to go. Like, they got to find something in this next quarter to hang their hat on, something to leave with some positive vibes.
Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Golden Flashes decide to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Here's the return. He gets a block. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. To the air, it's St. Clair. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys down, that's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground, you're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him. Made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He made the catch, past the marker, also past the sidelines. He's out of bounds. It'll be 4th down. And the Golden Flashes will bring the punt team onto the field. Looks it in at the 40. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Scanning the field, it's St. Clair. Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Unloads it left. couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football.
Unleashes one deep. He's got his man in the back of the end zone, but he was a little too far out of the back. It's incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Gonna look downfield again. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Starting to feel a little pressure. He's got it, 1st down and more. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. The Buckeyes are rolling down the field. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Little touch pass to the receiver. Going for the goal line. Touchdown, Ohio State. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Out of the gun to give to the back. Steamrolls his way ahead. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wide open downfield. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the 1st down. The golden flashes after exploding for that huge run. Back to work. Looking downfield, it's Tomlinson. Unloads to the right. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. With a 2nd and long. Back to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
At this point in the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. And the golden flashes will line up to punt it away. Breaking news, they score yet another touchdown.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. Started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the 4th quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, This offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
And they are looking for a ball play that'll work. Now facing 2nd and long from the 19. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Back to pass, it's Tomlinson. Here comes the heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, Buckeyes! The defense putting points on the board.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Taking it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game?
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next year.
And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Tomlinson. Bring in the heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Golden Flashes will punt it away on 4th down. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They'll start this drive going to the air. Pocket breaking down. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. And the Buckeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He lobs one high down the left side. Snags it inside the 20. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy. Just keep going at them.
Until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep their foot on the gas, continuing to throw the football down the field, attack, make big plays like they have all game long.
Fakes the grab. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock, but they no doubt about it. This one's over.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. This is